living in Ghana has transformed my life just in these 6 months. In the US, we definitely live in a bubble, I would say. And it's good to be out of that and see how the rest of the world is living. The whole world opened up for me when I came to Ghana, and I realized that I had real options and that it wasn't just work for a company that doesn't respect me in America, or maybe try to be a starving artist or something like that. That you have a myriad of options, and it's taught me virtues like patience that I did not have before.
This is what it feels like when you come to the continent of Africa, especially Ghana. This lady shared an amazing, wonderful experience of her coming to Ghana, how she felt, and her experience so far living in the country. Please do me well by liking the video.
Told me you were 26 years old and you were here in Ghana by yourself.
Yes. I
was like, well, wait a minute. There's a story.
Yes. How did I end up in Ghana? Well, it all started just on the curiosity of Africa. I grew up in a very pro-Black family, so I think I didn't have a Eurocentric mindset to begin with. So that's like page 1 of my book. So once I finished schooling and I got the job that I wanted and I was in a comfortable, stable place, I was able to start researching and imagining what it could be like traveling to Africa, what country I should go to, what would be the safest option for me. And after doing research and stumbling on videos like yours, I realized that it could be a reality.
Now tell me what it's like growing up in a pro-Black family, because
That's a good question.
because a lot of Black children don't grow up in pro-Black families. As a matter of fact, they grow up in the exact opposite.
That is so true.
Yeah. So what was it like for you?
That is so true. Even it's simple down to loving my skin, loving my hair, having pride in the way that I look and the way that I carry myself, and my family, where my people come from, loving being Black. That was the environment that I grew up in. I wasn't taught self-hate. So I think I was given a very good start.
How did that go over with your friends and family?
People thought I was crazy. Definitely. People didn't understand why not Paris or why not Greece or something. And they were nervous for my safety. They didn't know a lot about what the internet or electricity is like in Ghana, but I just encouraged them to do their own research. And then they would see that Accra is a beautiful, developed city, just like any other.
So they were expecting you to be going to stay in a hut somewhere?
Yes, like I was saying earlier, they thought I was going to go live in a mud hut for a year and and have no phone and no computer and things like that. But still on FaceTime.
I tell everybody that was my thought too, really? when I was making my decision to come to Africa. Mm-hmm. And I was touring between South Africa. I knew I didn't want to go to South Africa first because it was so similar to the US. Mm-hmm. I didn't know where else to go. And I was like, okay, I see a lot of people going to Ghana. This was before the year of return and the popularity, but I went on Google Earth one day, and I was expecting, and I tell everybody in the video, I was ignorant. All right. Yes. In the 21st century, I was that ignorant to go on Google Earth, and I was expecting to see mud huts and people running in the street half naked. Right. And then when I looked over and I saw mansions and I saw swimming pools, that's when I knew I was ignorant at that point. I said, and I have to go see for myself. So a lot of people are in that space, but it's good that you caught it early.
Yes.
And you caught it at 25. But they think you're crazy for being here? No,
not anymore, because I'll FaceTime them like in a nice cafe, or you know what I mean, at a nice restaurant, on the beach. So the video chats have spoken for themselves. The proof is there that everything's developed here in Ghana. It was not easy, but I will say that I felt welcomed. I did feel welcomed by the people that were around me, and I did feel safe enough to depend on the kindness of strangers while I was getting adjusted, and it worked out well. But absolutely, I ran into challenges, mainly with trying to do business, so trying to purchase items like in the markets and trying to get a fair price on rent. And you're talking to people, you're trying to understand what should I really be paying for this, So that was one of the challenges, and also I didn't pay too much attention to like health risks. So I was in walking distance to a beach my first month here. So every night I was walking to the beach, no bug repellent, no nothing. And I definitely paid the price and got sick.
Oh, you got malaria?
Yeah, I did in my first month.
Really?
Yeah, I did. And I had to take it serious though. I had to start wearing bug repellent and
Really?
yeah. So those were the challenges that I faced.
That's a challenge.
I know, right?
Yeah, but you survived it. I mean,
Yeah, it just felt like a flu, and the medication worked extremely fast. I don't know if you've had it. And I had to talk a lot and figure out what area I want to live in, because I didn't want to just rent an apartment that looks like one in the US.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to pay a US price. I wanted to be in Ghana for real. So, yeah, I had to deal with a few leasing agents. It took about 2 weeks to nail down a fair price and a good, safe area for the money that I wanted to pay.
And you were able to get what you wanted?
Yes, I was.
All
I'm
right.
very happy with my living situation here. Living in Ghana has transformed my life just in these 6 months, and it's taught me virtues like patience and faith.
Everybody says
I know,
patience.
right? Patience, that I did not have before. So these are life skills and virtues and tools that I can take with me into anything that I do or anywhere that I go for the rest of my life. And just getting the world view that I needed. In the US, we definitely live in a bubble, I would say. And it's good to be out of that and see how the rest of the world is living. For me, the whole world opened up for me when I came to Ghana, and I realized that I had real options and that it wasn't just work for a company that doesn't respect me in America, or maybe try to be a starving artist or something like that. But you have a myriad of options. It's just up to you to do the research and commit to them and have no fear.
How have your perspectives changed, if any?
It's definitely changed. I'm a lot more grateful, I would say. My first month here, when my family would call and ask, like, how do you feel? What's different? I would just say, I'm so spoiled. Like, I didn't realize how spoiled that I was. And so, even to be able to come to Ghana and be able to take advantage of like the currency rate difference and have so many opportunities in front of me, I had to really check my own privilege and realize how grateful I should be for the position that I was born in. That is not something that I felt before coming to Ghana. I had an angst for life just because being a Black American, I think that a lot of us can feel scorned and disrespected and just like, ugh, you know?
Yeah,
there's a weight to it. There's a heaviness to it. And coming here, it's so nuanced just being in this position, but coming here, I was able to find a lot of gratefulness for the position that I was born into that I didn't have before.
We have really learned so much in Ghana, and Ghana have taught us so many life lessons that she can never forget. That's the benefit of leaving your country to other country to explore life. Please, before I forget, I'm going to put the name of the channel, so please do me well by checking the description to complete the full video there. She also spoke about how she able to manage to rent accommodation in Ghana.
For me, with Ghana, I'm able to make it work for like monthly. My monthly bills are a fraction of the price of what they would be in the US. It's really just the plane ticket.
Yeah, the plane ticket was serious, wasn't it? It was serious.
The plane ticket is serious, but if you can budget, because you have to hustle in the US and you have to grind and you have to make a dollar stretch in a lot of cities in the US. So I feel like if you can do it there, then you can definitely do it here. You just have to come with a plan and with a savings that you can fall back on before you can begin international travel. I think it really boils down to research and good planning.
Okay. Have you had any technology challenges here? Has it been, because some people are thinking they don't have phones here.
Yeah.
They don't have computers. They don't have cars. They're wondering if they wear jeans or have clothes or anything. So any challenges like that?
No, we have all those things. Everything that you just listed is available in Ghana. If you do experience issues with like internet or electricity, there are places you can go that do have generators. So kind of in the US, it's a WeWork facility, and there are places like that here in Ghana. You can go to work remotely if your apartment itself is not the most reliable. So there's options. This is a city. Accra is a city where people are working and need access to electricity and internet, and there are places you can go where you can have that consistently.
Is everybody around here starving?
No.
starving and just anybody, because people are thinking everybody's starving in Africa, and of course they make Africa a monolith. What's some of your favorite dishes, Ghanaian dishes?
Ooh, that's a good question. I actually love garden egg stew.
Okay.
Contumre.
Yeah, contumre.
You love that, right?
Yeah,
I feel like we all love contumre. And what else? Gobe. It's gobe. It's like black eyed peas and plantain.
Is it red?
Or red? Yeah, red.
Okay, red. Okay.
Red.
All right, yeah.
So those are my faves. Those are my go-tos. And kenki with saltfish.
Okay.
So good.
What about banku?
I can't.
You can't do banku?
No, I can't do banku. I
really?
tried.
You can tell that and see that this lady have really enjoyed her stay and her time in Ghana. And you can see that she's even eating the Ghanaian cuisine already just in the space of 6 months. At least you have tried a lot of the varieties of food we have in Ghana. When I see people coming to Africa sharing their warm experience, how they felt when they come to Africa for the very first time, especially Ghana and motherland, they always have that warm experience. Oh my God, I didn't know that this is where it is. You see them talking about coming to Africa for the first time. They were scared. But when they came in, they have a different mindset. The perspective mindset, they used to think that there's nothing in Africa. Oh, Africa is a jungle. Oh, it's so scary. We don't have a phone. We don't have a nice house. We're living in a mud house. Those rumors are just fake. But right now, a lot of them are coming and they are so happy to be here in the motherland, Ghana especially. It is my favorite country in the world. So when I see foreigners sharing their warm experience, I am so glad. And we have an amazing country in Africa. So you can also explore different countries in Africa. We have 54 countries in the continent of Africa. So feel free, if you are a foreigner, to explore different of the country. Anyone suits you, you can actually stay there. So at this point, if you have not liked the video, do me well by also liking the video, okay? And don't forget to share with a friend who would like to watch this video with you, and don't forget to comment your thought below of what you think of the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.